E-meter, Scientology. The e-meter is an electronic device used in Scientology auditing, a process meant to help individuals confront past traumas and achieve spiritual clarity. It works by measuring changes in electrical resistance as a person holds two metal cans and answers an auditor's questions. Scientologists believe the device helps identify hidden sources of distress, but critics argue that it lacks scientific credibility. The U.S. District Court ruled in 1971 that the e-meter has no proven medical or scientific value. Despite this, Scientology insists it plays a crucial role in spiritual enlightenment. E-meters are manufactured exclusively by the Church of Scientology at their Gold Base facility. Auditors are trained to interpret needle movements on the device, attributing specific meanings to different responses. Many ex-Scientologists and skeptics see the e-meter as a pseudo-scientific tool used for control rather than healing. Digambara monks, Jainism. The Digambara sect of Jainism believes that complete renunciation of material possessions, including clothing, is essential for spiritual purity. Digambara monks live without clothes, considering themselves to be clad in the environment itself. This practice symbolizes their detachment from worldly desires and rejection of personal ownership. The only items Digambara monks carry are a peacock feather broom to gently remove insects from their path and a water gourd. Unlike monks, lay followers of the Digambara sect wear normal clothing and lead relatively conventional lives. The practice is rooted in the teachings of Lord Mahavira, the 24th Tirthankara of Jainism. In regions like Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Madhya Pradesh, Digambara Jains maintain strict adherence to their ascetic traditions. Their monastic lifestyle remains one of the most austere religious practices in the world. Kaparot, Judaism. Kaparot is a Jewish ritual performed before Yom Kippur, where a live chicken is swung around a person's head to symbolically transfer sins. The chicken is then slaughtered and ideally given to the poor as food. The practice is most commonly observed in Orthodox and Haredi Jewish communities. In recent years, animal rights activists have protested Kaparot, arguing that it is cruel and unnecessary. Some Jewish groups have substituted money for chickens, waiving cash before donating it to charity. The ritual is accompanied by the recitation of Psalms chapter 107 verses 17 to 20 and Job chapter 33 verses 23 to 24. Controversies have arisen when abandoned or mistreated chickens were found after mass Kaparot ceremonies. Despite opposition, many traditionalist groups continue to defend the practice as a meaningful religious tradition. Exorcism, Christianity. Exorcism is the practice of expelling evil spirits from a possessed person or place, commonly associated with the Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox churches. Only ordained priests, with permission from a bishop, are authorized to perform solemn exorcisms. Before conducting an exorcism, the church requires medical examinations to rule out mental illness. The rite involves prayers, holy water, and the invocation of Jesus Christ's name to drive out demons. While exorcisms have been documented for centuries, skeptics argue that they are often misinterpretations of psychological disorders. The Catholic Church maintains strict guidelines to prevent superstitious abuse of the practice. Despite its controversial nature, exorcism remains an active ritual in many Christian communities. Cases of alleged possession continue to make headlines, fueling both faith and fear in modern times. Temple garments, Mormonism. Mormons who have participated in the endowment ceremony wear temple garments, also known as the garment of the holy priesthood. These sacred underclothes are believed to symbolize a commitment to God and serve as a constant reminder of religious covenants. The garments feature small, symbolic markings, which some scholars link to Freemasonry. While members consider them sacred, outsiders have often ridiculed or misunderstood their purpose. Anti-Mormon activists have occasionally displayed or defaced temple garments as a form of protest. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints teaches that the garments offer spiritual protection rather than magical powers. Only endowed members of the faith are required to wear them, and they are typically kept private. Many Latter-day Saints view criticism of temple garments as disrespectful to their beliefs. Niqab, Islam. The niqab is a face-covering veil worn by some Muslim women as part of their interpretation of modesty in Islamic teachings. It is most commonly seen in the Arabian Peninsula, but is also worn in parts of Africa and South Asia. Islamic scholars differ in their opinions on the niqab, with some considering it mandatory and others viewing it as optional. The majority of Muslims agree that modesty is required, but the extent of covering varies by culture and interpretation. In many Western countries, debates over the niqab have sparked legal and social controversies. Some governments have banned it in public spaces, citing security and integration concerns. Supporters argue that wearing the niqab is a personal religious choice that should be respected. The practice continues to be a subject of intense discussion in both religious and secular contexts. Shamanism, various indigenous religions. Shamanism is a spiritual practice found in many indigenous cultures, centered on communicating with the spirit world. Shamans are believed to have the ability to heal, divine the future, and influence natural forces. The practice often involves trance states, drumming, and the use of hallucinogenic plants to achieve spiritual journeys. Many shamanic traditions include rituals where practitioners travel between the upper, middle, and lower worlds to seek guidance. Tibetan Buddhism once incorporated shamanic elements, using spirit communication to advise the Dalai Lama. Some modern spiritual movements have adopted shamanic techniques, blending them with contemporary beliefs. Critics argue that commercialized neo-shamanism often misrepresents traditional indigenous practices. Despite modernization, shamanism remains a vital religious practice in many parts of the world. Baptism for the dead. Mormonism. Baptism for the dead is a practice of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, in which living members are baptized on behalf of deceased individuals. The belief is that the dead can accept or reject the baptism in the afterlife. This ritual is conducted only in dedicated temples and has been a part of the Church since 1840. It is based on the idea that baptism is essential for salvation, even for those who died without receiving it. The practice has sparked controversy, particularly when Holocaust victims were posthumously baptized. Jewish groups have protested, arguing that it is disrespectful to their ancestors. The LDS Church has since taken steps to limit proxy baptisms to direct ancestors of members. Despite debates, the practice remains a distinctive part of Mormon theology. Blood transfusions. Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses refuse blood transfusions, believing that consuming blood violates biblical teachings. They cite scriptures like Acts chapter 15, verses 28 to 29, which instruct believers to abstain from blood. This belief has led to medical controversies, particularly when children require urgent transfusions. Some witnesses opt for bloodless medical alternatives, which have advanced in recent years. Courts have occasionally intervened in cases where minors are involved, ordering life-saving transfusions. Many hospitals now offer bloodless surgery options to accommodate religious beliefs. Jehovah's Witnesses argue that their stance is a matter of religious integrity and obedience to God. Their refusal of blood transfusions remains one of the most well-known aspects of their faith. Dowry. Hinduism and Indian culture. Although not strictly a religious practice, dowry remains deeply intertwined with marriage customs in India, particularly among Hindu communities. Traditionally, the bride's family provides money, goods, or property to the groom's family as part of the marriage arrangement. Despite laws banning dowry, the practice persists, sometimes leading to financial strain and domestic violence. Many families go into debt to meet dowry expectations, especially in rural areas. The Indian government has introduced strict penalties for demanding or giving dowry. However, some cases of false accusations have also emerged, complicating enforcement. Activists continue to fight against dowry-related abuse, which has led to numerous tragic incidents. The persistence of the dowry system highlights the challenges of balancing tradition and modern legal reforms. This channel achieved monetization naturally in just 4 months, but with the right approach, you could hit this milestone in just 30 days. For more details, see the description or the pinned comment. If you enjoyed this video, don't miss our next one. Top 10 Unexplained Religious Miracles and Mysteries. We'll be diving into miraculous events and baffling religious mysteries that continue to puzzle the world. Subscribe and stay tuned.